Hey guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back to Killer Snippets channel. This is a tutorial video to install and set up famous Python directories like TensorFlow and PyTorch and NumPy, of course, in your Linux-based operating system, which may be your um, Ubuntu, Kali Linux, Arch Linux, and Raspberry Pi, and many other. So the problem is when you're dealing with PyTorch or TensorFlow, uh, CPU only PyTorch is different and PyTorch for GPU purpose is different. So I'm going to be teaching you every aspect so you don't have to worry about it. So let us set up the required ones. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna just write sudo apt update, type in your password, and just wait for a few seconds. And next you're gonna be writing is you're gonna be installing Python pip, that is your depending Python directories. Means if you have to deal with any directory, specific directory download, you need Python 3 pip. So first we're going to be checking if we have Python. So in order to do so, we need to write sudo apt install Python and version name 3. So Python 3 is already the newest one, so that's not a big deal. Now let's go for checking out whether we have Python 3 pip or not. In order to make your download even quick, you should write like dash y with a space. So it is also already download. These two were only to familiarize you with if you are working with Python for the first time. Now what we are going to be doing is we are going to be using pip for CPU only PyTorch. It's very easy. What you have to write is install torch torch vision dash dash index dash url and give a space. Now you have to just import it from the https download pytorch, which is already present in the web framework, but since you have to not copy paste it, so I'll be telling you. So you got to write your first protocol, that is your hypertext transfer protocol secure https. Then just write download.pytorch download.pytorch.org, and then we are going to be writing whl and then cpu. That's it. uh, next.url. Let us just write install help. So we have these things that are dealing off, so we do not have the install option. So what we are going to do is we are going to just set it. All right. In order to do so, it's kind of easy. Since this command is not being supported by the new version of Ubuntu, I'm going to go with the another one. All right. This is one of the main method. If you have like the previous Ubuntu version, it might not show this kind of uh, permission error. This is a permission error basically. So we're going to be avoiding this. We are going to be sticking with the next command, so which is kind of more easier. So what we are going to write is Python 3, the version of your Python, dash m, then pip command, then install, and write the same as above: torch vision, torch vision, and torch audio. All right, and just write dash index dash URL, and just write the same HTTPS protocol and download dot. Um, Let us just write the same download dot py torch dot org slash whl slash cpu. So now you are dealing with the problem that is most often caused because in the so-called Linux distribution we do not get an internal managed external managed environment. So to deal with this, what you need to do is you have to enable it. Write Python 3 and dash m venv 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 ml dash env. So it will create an external environment. Alright, just press enter, wait for a few seconds, and here you go. Now just you have to activate the virtual environment. Just write source, then write the created virtual environment name ml-env, store it in the bin slash activate, bin activate. Alright, and now just copy the same command that you written above: python 3 dash m pip install torch vision torch audio index URL and the URL, and press enter. So it will now perform the collection of the all the metadatas and the required dependency files, and it will just start your setup. Now you have to just wait for a few seconds. This is gonna take a lot of time because PyTorch officially has a lot of files and directories. Eventually, you do not have to install these MP maths, setup tools, Pillow, NumPy externally. These are all included in it. All right. So as you can see, it has been installed successfully. Now we are gonna go with the TensorFlow. For TensorFlow, it's kind of easy because you have already created the virtual environment as above. You will not be requiring it to write it again. So just write pip3 install TensorFlow. That's it, and press enter. So this is the case. But if you will write in pip3 install TensorFlow directly without even updating and writing the essential environment code, that is your creation of the in a virtual environment and activating it, it will not work. So these are the basic fundamentals to work with the pip dependency files. All right, so I guess this one is gonna take a lot of time, so I'm gonna pause for a few seconds. So as you can see, all the essential files have been downloaded successfully. So these are the ways to install your PyTorch and TensorFlow in your Linux-based operating system. Now you eventually have all the prerequisites of the essential directories and all. Now, if you want to check all the Python versions installed through sudo apt, there is a very, you may say it's a very easy trick to find all of the lists. That is, just write sudo apt install, uh, no, sudo apt list space dash dash install, and straight bar with a space and then again space, and just write grep python. Grep python, that's it. So these are the all the installed libraries. All right, so this is the way to check all the apt packages and check for the list of directories, everything. So as you can see, all right. So if you want, you can also check that if numpy is an order, the most common directories of the Python are installed or not. You just have to write pip 3 install numpy. All right, and eventually let's just check for pandas. Pandas was not there, so got it installed. Now just write sudo apt upgrade and just write y, and at last just write sudo apt update for the final close. So in my next video, I'm gonna be coming up with the way to download and work with so-called Dockers, because I have seen that many user wants on the Docker configuration in the Linux-based operating system. So we will be uh, working with that too. Let us just finish it with this Python executables of the Python libraries. This is hardly gonna take minute or two, because unlike Windows, Linux has its computational efficiency at a really larger scale. I mean, the computational efficiency is quite better than compared to Windows. Now just write one of the most famous commands in the um, Linux world, that is your sudo apt update. That's it. Your work is done. It will just update all the repositories that were fetched for installing all these dependencies of the files, and there you go. So make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for watching. I hope this video made your day.